Guys, do not panic. Oh fuck, now I'm panicked. There's this guy to the west that uses a dead rat as a fucking alarm clock, and low-key, it's making me freak the fuck out. I mean, he says all these crazy things that are just unfortunately not true. But what he's saying is making me freak the fuck out. I haven't watched any of his content, but the way I hear from people on Twitter, he's a very bad man.
Today, I'm going to show you all how I cook a steak. I know how to cook one meal, a steak. And today, you're going to learn how to do the same thing. Around 2 to 3 p.m., I start the day off. I eat 1 to 4 cookies, maybe some gummy lifesavers, maybe go down to, I don't know, McDonald's to get some food. And then towards the end of the night, and this is about where we're at now, it's about, looks like a little past 1 a.m. And so this is prime steak time. I don't know if we want to double up on steaks today or not. This is definitely a smaller size steak. It's fine. If I'm hungry later on, I'll just eat another cookie.
Guys, stay behind me. I'll be your knight in shiny armor. I'll watch a little of his content, do a couple of critiques, and be done with it. That should show that rat bastard.
A few moments later.
How did I get lost in the sauce by Twitter? I molded my whole life around Twitter. I thought I was doing the right thing. How could I be so naive? And that's basically everybody who's watched Asmongold except me. But anyway, what's up everybody? It's your boy Butthole Contholius IV. This video was on the back burner ever since I talked about Sunpiker. I learned who the hell Asmongold was about a year ago, mainly because I wanted to learn what the coffin of Andy and Laylee was. And so the first guy I click on is this guy. I sat there and read the name. It said Asmongold TV, and I said, is this something that my great-great-granddad watches? But anyway, I watched the video, but I absolutely forgot what he said about it. But it was enough to make me say, bathe? And so I clicked on his channel, I looked through all his content, and before you know it, I've watched all of it. And there's just some days where I need just something to watch, and I say, how about I watch some more Asmongold? And then I go to his channel, I look it up, and I'm like, dude, this guy needs to post a lot more. But he posts every fucking day of every hour. It is honestly amazing on how much this guy posts, man. And I kind of feel like if I said that out loud, people would be like, holy shit, how much Asmongold content can you watch? All of the above. He honestly became the main YouTuber that I watch every now and then. That's why it instantly shocked me that it seems like everybody on the internet hates him. You know, there's people out there that call him like a homophobe, a Nazi, a transphobe. Fucking, they just start making names up for him, really. You know, Baldy, Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force if he wasn't fat.
$20, 20 minutes. One Friday, you and me, Fry Man. Blow the lid off the joint! Yeah!
I don't think so, Carl.
What, you gay?
The hobo version of Moist Critical, which, you know, I kind of see that one. Shit, I can't think of any more, like, maybe like Thin Mop Gold. Damn it, now I'm making shit up. They've even gone to the point to critique his own room. Ha! His desk is more dirtier than, shit. I'm not joking when I say this, it's not the filth that, like, disturbed me. I looked at this picture for a good 25 minutes and I came to this conclusion. Asmongold is probably great at one game and semi-decent at a couple of other ones, because I could smell a gamer grind when I see one. And I bet all my Temu butt plugs he's probably over there AFK grinding as he took this picture. You guys do not understand how much power he's hiding behind that face. But anyway, I listened to a lot of people talk about him, and I sit here and I'm like, that's not even true. Like, I heard what he said, and I'm like, that's you're just saying a bunch of shit for no reason. Like the whole thing where people call him a transphobe. No joke, I've seen Asmongold talk about this on his videos, and he just seems like the complete opposite of a transphobe. I'm not sure if he likes it, but I know he doesn't hate it to where it shouldn't exist. Or that's the impression that I got from Asmongold. Every time when I really watch Asmongold, he always seems like he's always trying to give a fair take. One of the things I think is just really cool that I've seen from Asmongold is he was reacting to this one channel that is, he's about as young as me. You know, Gen Z channel, pretty much. And Asmongold, to my knowledge, he's a millennial. You would kind of think that he would bash the shit nuggets out of him just because he's younger and he has a different perspective. But no, he reacts to the channel and he sits there and listens.
I'm out.
I think it's really interesting to hear a perspective of a younger guy about this,
because I think that like his perspective in a lot of cases, like I don't agree with a lot of the things that he's saying in this video. Well, anyway, I did like the video, and I want to hear. Well, let me link you guys the video, okay, guys? Give it a like, all right? I know people disagreed with him, but I really appreciate young guys coming out here and giving their opinions.
There was a lot of things he disagreed with, but there was some things he agreed with. But the fact that he sit there and listened to him, I truly do think older people could take more notes from Asmongold. And I think he did a very good job of giving that young man a fair shake. But a lot of times I very much do agree with Asmongold. And there's some times where I'll go like, hold on, wait a minute, and then I'll sit there for like 2 minutes and think about it, and I'll be like, yeah, he's right. I think it's really funny because I think his community wants him to slip up, so they have a reason to pick up their pitchforks and their torches. But every time when he starts doing it, and everybody starts getting excited, they start igniting the torches, you know, sharpening the fucking pitchforks. He's like, well, actually, I think this is not really great, and, you know, I don't like this at all, right? And it's just like, everybody's just like, ah, shit, and then they gotta put the pitchforks back in the closet. Don't worry about it, Dave, we'll get him next time. Like, he's definitely a man that's fair on all fronts, but despised by all fronts. I think the only time that I've very much just hardly disagreed on Asmongold is when he took a 2-week vacation. And straight up, when I say this, I think he gave, like, the best apology video. He promised accountability and the channel would change, and I felt like the channel changed. I guess the real true criticism I can give to Asmongold is he kind of says he's the most wholesome streamer. And to be honest with you, that kind of makes me eye roll a little bit. But to give a real fair shake to Asmongold, I mean, when you have no evidence that he's not a wholesome streamer, doesn't that statement become true after a while? By the way, Asmongold's dad is fucking funny.
Yeah, I have a bunch of that's a crown. I think Alec gave me.
I've seen that on.
There's so many different random things.
Well, what a shithole.
What a shithole?
Yeah, it's just like the whole house. It's a shithole. I can't believe it. Picks me up and brings me over here. I couldn't even walk through his living room to get to the shitter. And I said, I'll tell you, if I'm going through here at night and anything gets in my way, I'm kicking the fuck, I'm throwing the shit out of it. So he cleared me a path, you know, bitching all the time.
I didn't bitch all the time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, right.
Every step of the way.
I've not seen any of these other ones besides the bottom one here. Give me a sec. My dad's calling me. Go ahead.
Okay, that little set, that box you showed with all the helmets.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about?
Well, you said you only recognized the one from Nam, you know?
Like no. That's not what I said. I meant that I only recognized that specific picture.
Just wanted to say that first helmet, you ought to recognize that. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. I remember it.
Is it still around?
Yeah, it is. I do.
I love that.
Yeah, my dad got me a helmet just like that.
What happens if my dad sees this?
What would happen if he saw this?
He would probably commend me. He's like, wow, you really do anything for content. That's great. You know, you're doing great. Yeah, I'm really proud of you.
Is that yours?
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Hello?
I am watching, and you've even got me on where it's a pause, you know, so just in case I say anything.
Yeah?
You look really great.
I look what?
You look really great.
What about Miz? Who looks better, me or Miz?
I can't see his face.
That means I probably look better.
I don't know. It's kind of a tie. I mean, it's a tie for who can go lowest, you know?
Not true.
Okay.
If no one doesn't say it, fuck it, I'll say it. Asmongold's dad is a fucking treat. To put it like this, Asmongold's dad is kind of like you went through a plane crash, and it's just like, oh shit, how can anything get any worse? And then, in the middle of the snow, and all the wreckage, there's like a perfectly sealed Kit Kat bar. And it's like, you're thinking in your head, you're like, I'm gonna eat the shit out of that, and I'm gonna memorize the texture and the taste of it. Every time when I watch Asmongold and I hear his phone ring, I say, please let that be Asmongold's dad. The videos go from kinda funny to fucking hilarious when he comes into the picture. I hope his dad's doing alright. I know I watched a recent video where he was talking about he was like getting out of the clinic or something. But I don't know, I hope he's doing alright. He honestly reminds me of my grandpa. My grandpa never went to the Vietnam War mainly because his brother died and he was the only son in his family. But for some reason they decided to deploy him at the Berlin Wall in Germany. The biggest thing I remember from my grandpa when he went over to Germany to watch the Berlin Wall was he said that German chocolate tastes like shit. I'm not really sure what he meant by that, but I know he just said it tasted like shit, so I just kind of believed him. All in all, my conclusion is for Asmongold is he's a really funny man who doesn't take showers. And his only weakness is Fiji water.
That's better. Wow. Who the fuck drinks this shit?
That's pretty much it. Skilly boppity boop. I'm out.